Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
जय राधा श्याम सुंदर, राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे।
जय राधा श्याम सुंदर, राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे।
जय जगन्नाथ, जय जगन्नाथ, जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा।
जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा।
जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय।
जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय।
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद।
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद।
निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mataji and Prabhuji. Okay, there is Ananga Mohan Prabhu, you are there. We are not able to see you. Can you switch on your video, Prabhu?
Yes. Hare Krishna. You can hear me?
Yes. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. I'll give you a quick introduction. His Grace Ananga Mohan Prabhu, Calcutta Temple, ISKCON Calcutta Temple Vice President, traveling preacher, and is trying to build some of the temples or develop the area where especially Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Stockworks, place Ultadanga Junction Road, and around that area in Calcutta. So thank you so much for giving your valuable time. Ananga Mohan Prabhu is the disciple of His Holiness Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. So we are very fortunate to have you today. So please accept my respect obeisances. All
Hare
those to
Krishna.
you. Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
We can begin. Prabhu.
Okay, so the language will be English.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very
If
much.
you want to use Hindi here and there, it's fine.
Okay, thank you. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manovishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Nadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalang Shri Gurung Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupang Sagra Jatang Sahagana Raghunatha Nitang Dvang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakha Nitamscha Namayong Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine Namo Mahavadannaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishavanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Nilachala Nivasaya Nityaya Paramatmane Balabhadra Subhadrabhyam Jagannathaya Te Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhu Evacha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Ramaya Ramachandraya Ramabhadraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha Dakshine Lakshmano Yasya Bhamecha Janakatmaja Purato Parati Yasya Tam Vande Raghunandana Hare Krishna. So welcome all of you, and I never gave a class so early in the morning. It is like 5:30, just Mangalarati got over, and then I arranged this class. But it is a very blessed day that in the morning 5:30 in the Indian time, I am in Calcutta, Prabhupada's birthplace, where Prabhupada installed the first deities of Radha Govinda, ISKCON's first deity, where I am sitting and speaking to all of you. It's a great fortune for all of us, and I thank His Grace Krishnam Prabhu for allowing me to do this program. And as for the topic, we are going to discuss about Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra. And it's a very big and vast subject matter. And I know that after me also, there are many exalted Vaishnavas from India going to speak today again to all of you. And it's a great fortune for all of us to hear Sri Ramayan. Actually, in Ramayan, the Falashruti is, if you hear about the Lord Ram's pastime, there will be always auspiciousness surrounding you. It has been stated also, when Devadidev Mahadev was called to drink the poison coming from the churning of the ocean, but then he drank the poison. However, when the nectar came, Amrita, nobody called him. Nobody gave him a little bit of nectar also. Nor he was demanding, that like in India, they demand, Amade dabi mante habe, in clubs, Zindabad, I need this, I need this. No, he didn't do that. He was very satisfied. You know why? Ramayan says, Lord Shiva is always immersed in two amrits. He is already drinking the nectar in two forms. First is Krishna Namamrit, the holy name of the Lord, and Krishna Kathamrit, means he is hearing and speaking the nectar that is flowing through the holy name and Krishna Katha. That is the reason Lord Ram is a very favorite personality of Lord Shiva. That is the reason Shiva is telling to Parvati what he is saying. He is saying that always I chant the holy name of Sri Ram, and I always make myself absorbed in the thoughts of Lord Ram, and I always be happy. I am always being happy in the holy name of the Lord. And that is the reason he says, Ram Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tatulyam Ramanama Varanane. So Ramayan is the first poetry written by Adi Kavi Valmiki Muni. In Srimad Bhagavatam also, Sukdev Goswami, he writes that I am not explaining Sri Ramchandra's pastime elaborately, because Adi Kavi Valmiki Muni has already written in vividly, in a beautiful way. In Ramayan, there are 24,000 slokas. 24,000 slokas are there. And in Ramayan, there are 500 sargas. Sargas means chapters. And in Ramayan, there are so many principles and nitis and teachings that if we start reading Ramayan, one lifetime will be less actually. Why? Because Narad Muni and Brahma personally instructed Valmiki Muni to write Sri Ramayan. It has been also stated by Srila Prabhupada that he wanted to give his commentary after Chaitanya Charitamrita and Srimad Bhagavatam on Ramayan. It is our biggest loss that Prabhupada, this purport of Ramayan we didn't get. However, he tells that if we just go through the beautiful shlokas of Sri Ramayan, it is as equally potent as Srimad Bhagavatam, because it is nothing but the glories of Lord Sri Ramachandra. Please excuse me sometimes when I'm getting a little cough, but it's okay. Please tolerate with me. So what happens actually, this Ramayan, the meaning of Ramayan is Ram Yukta Ayan is Ramayan. Just like you have Uttarayan and Dakshinayan. The the journey of sun and moon, Uttarayan and Dakshinayan. Similarly, Ramayan means that scripture in which Lord Ram's traveling detail has been given, that is called Ramayan. There are innumerable commentaries on Ramayan. And Ramayan means we need to love Sri Ramchandra. Just a minute, I'll just drink some water. Sorry, thank you. So Ramayana means Lord Ram's traveling detail, and Ramayana means that the Lord's special mercy upon all of us. That is the reason it has been stated that whenever one person is desiring to hear about Ramayana, two personalities becomes very happy. One is Lord Shiva and one is Hanumanji. Srila Prabhupada says that Ramayana is so nectarian that if one person emerges into this holy name and the katha of Ramayana, they will be getting ideal character. The Lord comes in different yugas. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya ch dushkritam dharma sanstha punarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Also in Srimad Bhagavatam it has been stated, Eti chamsa kalapumsa krishnastu bhagavan swayam indriyari vakulam loke midayanti yuge yuge. I mean Chaitanya Charitamrita it has been stated, Bhakto gane shuk dite prabhur avatar jatha jagya taha karena vyavahar. That the Lord comes into this material world to give pleasure to his devotees. So Lord came, and in this form there are innumerable avatars or appearances of the Lord. There is Mananda avatar, Juga avatar, Guna avatar, Lila avatar, Shaktavesh avatar. It is just like the waves in the ocean. However, according to Jayadev Goswami, there are Vishnu's, Krishna's 10 incarnations. They are very special. Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Nrsimha, Vaman, Parashuram, Ram, Balaram, Buddha and Kalki. And it has been stated in Chaitanya Charitamrita also that Shri Krishna Jato Khela Tar Madhya Nara Lila Nara Bupu Tahara Shaha. That among all the pastimes of Lord Krishna, when Krishna comes as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as Krishna or Ramchandra, their relationship with devotees are very special and very beautiful and very sweet. According to Jayadev Goswami, Ram is a 7th incarnation of Lord Krishna. And in this form, in this Nabadubba Dhalaghanashyam, his color was greenish. And he was holding a bow and arrow. And then he is having his wife Sita with him and Lakshman. So all the 4 personalities of Vaikuntha, Vasudev, Sankarshan, Aniruddha and Pradyumna, they all appeared in Dasharath Maharaj, this Kaushal Desh, Ayodhya, as Sri Ramchandra, Lakshman, Bharat and Shatrughna. They are the same personalities, expansion of the Lord Narayana only. And Ayodhya got this name because Ayodhya Vasis or Ayodhya's people were unconquerable. Nobody can conquer them. Ayodhya. By fighting, you can win them. That is the reason it is called Ayodhya. Why the Lord comes? If we scrutinize every shloka of Ramayana, you will be, you'll be surprised that so much to learn from Sri Ramayana. So I have chosen one specific topic from Ramayana, which I'm going to speak to all of you. And I feel that you will all love it. Because any part you take from Ramayana is nectar actually. So that is the reason, if we go, we know that, Dasharath got Sri Ramachandra. Maybe sometimes 9 days festival you can make and you can hear full Ramayana, Saptakanda Ramayana, 7 Kandas Ramayana fully. But today, in a gist, one very beautiful topic which I like the most from Sri Ramayana that I am going to discuss with all of you, which I feel you will love it. So in Ramayana, it has been stated that whenever there will be some problem, whenever there is some issues of danger, just like in Kali Yuga, it has been stated, Padam Padam Jad Vipadam Natesham. Every step there is a problem. Why? Because that is the quality of this material world. And above that, it is Kali Yuga. Prayana Alpayusha Sabhya Kalasmin Juge Jana Manda Sumanda Matayo Manda Bhagyahi Upadruta. These are the qualities of the age of Kali. However, in this material world, whenever there will be some doubts, some, you don't understand what to do and what not to do, because Arjun shows this in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. And that is the reason he tells, by seeing his family men standing in front of him for fighting, he asks Krishna, Karpanya dosha pahata swabha prichami tang dharma samudda cheta jasreya sannischitang buhya tanme shishyasya angshadhi mangtang prapanya. Because of our less intelligence, because of our attachments, sometimes bewilderment comes in our heart. And Ramayana, there are 3 instances when all the devotees were bewildered. They didn't know what to do, and they didn't know what steps should be taken. But they took shelter unto the holy name of the Lord, and they took shelter in the glorification of the Lord, and all the negativity went away, and auspiciousness appeared. As Krishna is Pavitram Paramidam, Sri Ramachandra is Pavitram Paramidam. He is Purna, he is complete. Om Purna Mada Purna Vidat Purnat Purnat Mudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. So because the Lord is Purna, he is complete. Similarly, whenever we take Krishna's name and Krishna's glorification, immediately what happens? Everything becomes very auspicious. So what happened actually, the first instance, what happened? That when Mother Sita was abducted by Ravana, and Ravana took her to Lanka, and Sri Ramchandra never knew that what to do. It is a pastime of the Lord. He understands everything. But he wants to glorify his devotees. So in that way, what happens actually? Lord Ramchandra made 4 divisions of the Banara Sena, the monkey army. One went to east, west, north, and south. Those who went south, after some time, they were lost because they came at the ocean, the salty ocean. And they were not understanding what to do now next. Why? Because it is the end of the land. And then at that time, in that group were Jambuban, Hanuman, Nal, Neel, Angad, and very powerful personalities. So there was a chaos in that group. And what will happen? What will happen now? Sometimes what happens, Ramayana says, whenever we are bewildered, we don't know what to do. Here, very beautiful thing. I'm just going little detail in discussion, because it is very interesting thing. The Ramayana says, whenever there was some commotion, there is some problem, immediately the mind blames the leaders. Leaders, they blame the leaders. So immediately what happened, in this Vanar Sena, there were 3 divisions. One was so depressed, said that we can't do anything, we will die here. They were so morose. The second party was like Angad and some few. They started blaming Sugriv. Whoever will follow Sugriv, their condition will be like this. Because whenever we have some problem, one group of people will always, they will have some issues with the seniors or maybe the leaders. Their problem is that's why we are suffering. But then there is a third category of the devotees. There is Hanuman and Jambuvan. They were so positive. And immediately they said, any confusion will go away if we take the holy name of the Lord with love and devotion and hear the pastimes of the Lord. So Hanuman, Jambuvan, and all of them, they started glorifying Sri Ramchandra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. In this way, they were chanting Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Patita Pavana Sita Ram. And then what happened? There was a vulture. His name was Sampati. He was being blessed by Agastya Muni, that whenever the monkeys will come and hear, you will hear Ramakatha from them. He was a Jatayu's brother, Sampati. You will get back your strength and help them. And then he was there by hearing the glorious Ramayana and Ramakatha. Immediately, he got back his strength, because holy name gives us strength. Ramayana gives us strength. And immediately what happens, he came and said, I know where Sita is. Haribol. Okay, where is Sita? Because the vultures, they have very telescopic eyes. They understand where to see and which direction to see. So he saw, and he saw that, oh, she is there. Our mother Sita is there in the Ashok Batika. In the Ashok Batika of Ravan, Sri Lanka. You should all go and bring her back. So in this way, we see in the first instance where Sri Ramchandra's holy name and Sri Ramayana helped so beautifully to all the people, all the devotees who were walking and searching for Mother Sita. They were bewildered. The second instance has been given in Ramayana only, very beautifully. And the instance was when Ravan again and again was coming and disturbing Sita and asking her to get married and forget Ram. Mother Sita was also bewildered what to do. And she was in deep agony. And at that time, one great personality comes. And that is Pavanasuta Hanuman ki Jai. Hanuman comes and Hanuman again starts speaking. This is a quality of the pure devotees of the Lord. Whenever they will get some chance, they will speak only about the Lord. Jare dekho tare kaho Krishna upadesh, amar aggay guru haiya taro ei desh. Whenever we meet, we need to talk about Krishna. We need to talk about Sri Ramachandra. Because that is the ultimate thing. That is the most purest thing that one person can have in his life or in her life. That is the auspiciousness of the holy name of the Lord or the beautiful pastimes of the Lord. And in this way, they become purified. They become very happy. So Hanuman very lovingly started glorifying Sri Ramachandra and all the pastimes that has been happening till now with Mother Sita and the great personalities in Ayodhya. By hearing these beautiful narrations from Hanuman, immediately, Mother Sita becomes pacified, happy, solaced, and then she was so divinely got power by hearing the glories of Sri Ramachandra. It is the second instance that happened in Ramayana, which says that ultimately any confusion will go away. Any unwanted situation will go away if we take shelter to the holy name of the Lord, which Ramayana says. And then the third and the last one was when Bharat met Sri Ramchandra in Chitrakoot after Dasharath passed away. And Ramchandra said that I have to take care of certain aspects of our province. So I need to go. This is my dharma. So don't worry. I will come back after 14 years. I will not delay a little bit as well. So don't worry. You go ahead. On behalf of me, you rule. And then I will come back just after 14 years. But what happened actually, the 14-year passed, Ravan was delivered, Kumbhakarna was delivered, everybody was delivered, and Sri Ramchandra took that same Pushpak Biman, the same flight which Ravana, used to fly. And he was coming by meeting many of his devotees, whom he took help for bringing back Mother Sita. So he was getting late. And because he was getting late, here in Ayodhya, all the Ayodhya Vasis, including headed by, Bharata, were becoming so impatient that what is happening actually, why the Lord is not coming. And they were in deep agony and deep pain and deep separation, was eating them up from within and without. And at that time, Lord Ram, understanding the situation of Bharat and Ayodhya Vasis, sends his messenger, Ramaduta Hanuman. And Hanuman goes before the Pushpak Viman, he goes first. And then he tells to all the Ayodhya Vasis, Prabhu is coming. And he did all the glorious, what you call beautiful pastime by delivering Ravan, Kumbhakarna, Khar, Dushan, And so many wonderful things happened. And he started speaking beautiful, beautiful glories of Sri Ramachandra. And he was also chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. In this way, what happens actually? Lord Ramchandra's glories, by hearing the glories of Sri Ramachandra, what happens? Everybody becomes pacified, everybody becomes joyful, everybody becomes, so happy and blissful. And they were all getting ready to receive Ramchandra physically as well. So more we hear about the Lord, as Ramayan says here, Ramayan tells us, Ramayan speaks, that more we are desiring to hear the pastimes of the Lord, more we will be very happy in our life. Everything in this material world will go away. Everything is flickering. However, the hearing of the Lord and speaking about Him will always give us a credit which will help us in our next life as well. That is the reason Chanakya Pandit also says, Prate Stri Prasangya Driprahare Drut Kidascha Ratre Chaura Prasangyat Kala Jabati Dhimata. The great personalities, the saintly personalities, or those who wants to be happy in their life, they need to spend their day in this way. How? Prate Stri Prasangya. In the morning time, just like we are doing now, in the morning time, we need to discuss about Stri Prasangyat means Sitaharan, Ramayan. Ratre, Driprahared, in the afternoon time, Druta Kidascha. Druta Kida means, Mahabharat. And the essence of Mahabharat is Bhagavad Gita. Maline Mochanam Pumsam, Jalasnanam Dine Dine, Sakrit Vitamrita Snanam, Sanshara Malanashana. So, in the afternoon time, Mahabharat, morning time, Ramayan. And the evening time, what you need to discuss? You need to discuss about Chori. Chori means stealing. Now, Chanakya Pandit will tell about stealing something. Yes. He is asking us to hear about a thief. Who is that thief? And that thief is Krishna. He's the biggest thief. Chauragya Gyannam Purusham Namami. Braje Prasidhyam Navanita Choram. Gopang Gananam Dukulasya Choram. Janma Janmo ko Papo ko Choram. Shri Radhikasya Hridayasya Choram. Chauragya Gyannam Purusham Namami. Oh, the king of the thieves. I give my obeisances to you. So that's why Acharyas are saying Krishna is to steal butter. Why is to steal butter? It is not because of the taste only. Butter has two qualities. I don't know in America what type of butter you get, but in India there are butter which Krishna is to steal because of two reasons. Butter is soft and the butter is pure, coming from cow. Will you remember? Butter is soft and butter is pure. So when our heart will become soft like butter and pure by practicing Krishna consciousness and hearing about the Lord, then Krishna will steal our heart, which is just like butter. So that is the reason by hearing Ramayan, by hearing Krishna Katha, we become very happy. We become very pure. We become very perfect. That is the reason it has been stated, whatever we hear, you see, we have 2 ears, no? And 1 mouth. So what is the ratio between hearing and speaking? You should hear more and speak less. And whatever we hear, that becomes our thought. Thought becomes words. Words becomes action. Actions becomes habit. Habit becomes nature. And nature becomes character. And by taking everybody's character, becomes a culture. You understand? It is so powerful just by hearing. That is the reason Srila Prabhupada has given a morning Srimad Bhagavatam. Nashtaprayashu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya. Bhagavati uttama shloke bhakti bhavati naishtuki. So that is the reason we need to hear Sri Ramayana, we need to hear Lord Ram's beautiful pastime. And when we hear with love and devotion, with dedication, we need to hear. In this regard, there is a very beautiful pastime in Chaitanya Charitamrita. When Gadadhar Pandit, he was going to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri, he also was accompanied by one devotee called Ram Das Vishwas. And he was always chanting Ram's name, Ram, 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 Ram. So Gadadhar Pandit was very happy to see this person following the instruction of Mahaprabhu, always chanting. But then he was very astonished to see that Mahaprabhu didn't give so much, importance to this Ramdas Vishwas. And Mahaprabhu just embraced Gadadhar and in a sense neglected Ramdas Vishwas. Then Mahaprabhu, when Ramdas Vishwas left, Mahaprabhu told Gadadhar, you know why I am not so much happy with this person? He's chanting Lord Ram's name. Why? Because he wants to be Ram. He wants to, become Ram. That is the reason why he is chanting. So why we should take Ram's name? Why we should take Krishna's name? That we can serve them very nicely, like Hanuman. So real Ramayana will be, real Ram Navami will be when we hear our spiritual masters, orders in regard of chanting the holy name and hearing Krishna Katha and spreading Krishna's message to everyone. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I'm sorry because, I have some allergy yesterday. I took some medicine and, there was some allergical problem. That's why I'm getting a little irritation. But I hope that you like the talk. And any questions you have? I'm done. Yes.
I have one question from His Great Amrutanand Prabhu is asking any significance why Lord Ramachandra is greenish in color.
Nah, there is no. There are a lot of significance that Acharyas are speaking. I don't know, because maybe Krishna comes in different colors. Pita means yellow, Krishna is black, Rakta means red, and he comes as Gauranga. So he comes as greenish, just to make all of us happy. Little, we also, devotees also need some change, Okay, we have seen Krishna black. Okay, let me take Gauranga as, golden form. So like that. I don't know, I don't remember, but I can get back to you after asking some seniors.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Any other question?
Anyone else? Taruni Radha Mataji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for taking your time. Nice class, despite your health. Very touched by your mode of service. I was just thinking, are you aware of any pastimes from Ramayana which is very dear to our Srila Prabhupada?
Prabhupada used to say, Prabhupada used to say that the real heroes of Ramayana and Mahabharata are two personalities. He used to say, and he gave this example of Hanuman. He used to love Hanuman. Even if you see Nectar of Instruction, he speaks about Hanuman's Krodha. He used Bacha Begam, Manasa Krodha Begam. He gives this example of Hanuman, how he conquered, Lanka by using that anger for Ravana and, and making it burn. Then he also used to say, the real heroes of Mahabharata is Arjun and Ramayana is Hanuman, not Sri Ramachandra, because Ram is the supreme personality of Godhead. So real heroes are these two personalities. In Mahabharata, Arjun, and in Ramayana, Hanumanji. Prabhupada quotes a lot of in his conversations and classes also profusely about Ramayana. Prabhupada also speaks in 7th canto about Sri Ramchandra's beautiful pastime. And he tells, there is a very beautiful shlok where he explains that 3 personalities went to Bon. Bon means, the forest. Ramchandra went forest, Krishna Chandra went forest, and Mahaprabhu also took sannyas and went to forest, Jhadikhanda forest. So they are all same. They all went to, the forest. So like this. Then also if I rightly remember, he also speaks about that how Lord Ram during his journey in the in the forest, his main mission was to associate with great personalities like the rishis and munis and all of them. And in this way, he was trying his level best to establish that how sadhu sangha is very important for all of us. 13 years of Ramchandra's exile, he was just associating with great personalities like Atri Muni, Gautam Muni, Agastya Muni, Bharadwaj Muni, and so many great souls. This I remember, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Anyone else?
One query, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Rajesh Prabhu, go ahead.
Yeah, we know that Bhagwan comes with his devotees, and like Lakshman was Sheshnag or Balram. Who Hanuman is incarnation of which god, or he is like devotee, but he is very big in devotion. So
He is actually according to the scriptures, Hanuman is none other than Lord Shiva himself. It is
Lord
called
Shiva,
Dadash Rudra. Lord
sorry.
Shiva came in the form of Hanuman and served as a brahmachari in Lord Ram's pastime. And that is the reason Hanuman is called Dadash Rudra Avatar. He is the 12th Rudra Avatar of who came in the form of Hanuman and served Sri Ramachandra. Yeah, the Acharyas also support that.
Okay, thanks.
And then same personality of Hanuman, he again came as Murari Gupta in Chaitanya Lila. And then Mahaprabhu asked him, you chant Krishna's name, why you chant Ram's name? And he said that, okay, I will try. The whole night he tried, but he was unable to chant Ram's name. And then the Lord came in the morning and said, did you chant Krishna's name? I was unable. But said, yes, I know you will be unable because you are Hanuman. And immediately he got a tail at his back. And then Mahaprabhu was riding on him. And he said that I am Sri Ram and you are my Hanuman. So Hanuman is actually Lord Shiva himself, according to the scriptures, who came to serve Sri Ramachandra in his beautiful pastime of Ramayana. Actually, all the personalities whom you hear, they're all great, personalities. Nal Neel, they were Vishwakarmas, boys. Then Sugriv was in, Indra's expansion, like that, they were all, before the Lord will come, the Lord asks all his associates, go and take birth in Bear family, Bhalu family, Mannar family, jao, jaake janam le lo, main aa raha hu. And then they all took birth in different places. And then because they were waiting that when the Lord will come and we will assist him in his service. Just like Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu jive daya kori saparshad shirodham shaha avatari attanta durlabha prem koribare dan sikhaye saranagati bhakatera pran. Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime, we see the Lord came with his paraphernalia and people, because the Lord cannot stay without his devotees. Okay? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Anyone else? Questions? Bhakti Ratnakar Prabhu, no questions?
Your name is very nice. Krishna Nam Ananda Das. Wow. So let us conclude here. Is it okay?
That's fine, Prabhu. Thank you
And
so much.
wish you all a very, very happy Sri Ramachandra's appearance day. I will always keep you in my prayers when we will be doing Abhishek in our temple here. Please visit sometimes Calcutta, Prabhupada's birthplace, and Prabhupada's spiritual birthplace also. And my deepest prayers for your good health and Krishna consciousness. Please excuse me, and I ask forgiveness because the throat was not so good today. But some or other, I tried to serve you all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, my God brothers and God sisters. I hope that my service has been accepted by you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for giving your valuable time and association. Please
Hare
accept my
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Hare
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hare
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Vaishnava
Krishna.
Vaishnava Vaishnava